Numbers are power. Adding relevant statistics to your content can strengthen any argument. But if not used carefully, numbers can create more problems than they solve. Watch on to learn how to use numbers in your content. Hi there, my name is Katerina. Every week I share useful tips and insights on content marketing and writing. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss a new video. I also wrote a book for content writers called From Reads to Leads. You should check it out to learn what rules you need to follow to write content that converts readers into leads. Click on the link in the description to this video to get the book or read the first chapter. Many writers pick up numbers off the street, trying to make their messages more compelling. They aren't looking to support their arguments or make their stories more accurate. They aren't looking for truth. Let's look at this example. About 36% of Americans use food delivery services. In this article, we analyze the ever-growing popularity of meal delivery services and offer recommendations on how to develop a food delivery app that will find its audience and bring you success. If 36% of Americans are using food delivery services, does this mean that the popularity of these services is growing? To show the growth in popularity, we would need to compare the percentage of Americans who used food delivery services, say in March 2019, with the percentage who used them in March 2021. Growth can only be demonstrated over time. Since there is nothing to which the readers can compare this 36%, they might doubt whether the popularity of food delivery services is actually growing. Let's look at another example. According to TechCrunch, 35% of Black Friday sales last year were completed mobile devices. That's up from the 16% they were just a few years ago, according to 2012 IBM Holiday Benchmark reports. Any percentage looks meaningless for your reader unless you compare it with some base percentage. The stats in the example I've just mentioned look reasonable. The author compares Black Friday sales completed using mobile devices last year with sales completed using mobile devices a few years ago. But let's think for a second. Don't these statistics raise any questions? First of all, they come from two different sources. They may have been collected using completely different methodologies and by surveying entirely different demographics. There is no way for the reader to know whether these percentages can reasonably be compared. Sometimes the percentage might look high, but without context, it might not be telling the whole story. You need to dig deeper to uncover the truth. According to the annual State of Women-Owned Businesses report, in 2019, American women started an average of 1,817 new businesses per day. These businesses represent 42% of all American businesses, nearly 13 million, employing 9.4 million workers and generating revenues of $1.9 trillion, which sounds great, right? But there is bad news too. As Maura Aarons-Mele stated in her Harvard Business article, women-owned businesses are disproportionately in industries where the median receipts are less than $225,000, and businesses with receipts less than $100,000 are more likely to fail. The author did solid research to help her readers arrive at a conclusion that despite seemingly large number of women-owned businesses, there is still gender inequality in entrepreneurship. As you use statistics in your writing, here are a few rules that you need to pay special attention to. Numbers can be just as ambiguous as words and need just as much explanation. For example, right now we are at 57% of the way to our annual target. Is 57% good or bad? This statement requires an explanation. Right now, we are 57% of the way to our annual target. Last year, at this time, we were only 43% of the way there. Now, it's clear we are making progress. Don't just throw numbers everywhere you can because it's considered a good SEO practice. Your statistics need to help you make your point. They can make your arguments believable. For example, let's say our key message is eating fat keeps you healthy. One of the arguments we can use to support this key message is that polyunsaturated fat can lower cholesterol cholesterol levels, which as a result can lower the risk of heart disease and stroke. We can use statistics to make this argument believable. According to a Mayo Clinic study, omega-3 fatty acids reduce cardiovascular disease mortality by 19% to 45%. We don't use these statistics to show our expertise to Google. We added them to support our key message. When you're trying to prove your arguments with statistics, you need to be sure that what you're saying is true. If you have doubts, you need to first look at the numbers to help you shape your message and ideas. Don't do it the other way around. If you've already shaped a message about something, you'll be tempted to look for data to prove that you're right. But the truth is, you might be wrong. You can always find seemingly legitimate evidence to support any claim, but your arguments won't be convincing if they're built on a shaky foundation. The next time you find yourself thinking that what you want to say might not be accurate, don't head to Google to prove that you're right. Instead, try to answer your question with data. Good writing is about telling the truth, not about trying to dupe the reader. Numbers without context and specific details are just that, numbers. They don't help the reader arrive at conclusions. Let's look at an example. The cost of college increased by more than 25% in the last 10 years. Now let's see how the author uses numbers to communicate the gravity of the situation. During the 1978-1979 school year, it cost the modern equivalent of $17,880 per year to attend a private college and $8,250 per year to attend a public college. By the 2008-2009 school year, those costs had grown to $38,720 at private colleges and $16,460 at public colleges. Today, these costs are closer to $48,510 and $21,370 respectively. That means costs increased by roughly 25% and 3% at private colleges and about 29% and 8% at public colleges. This statement, the cost of college increased by more than 25% in the last 10 years, doesn't give readers a clear idea of the growing cost of higher education. But comparing what students paid on average for a college education in 1978, 2008, and today helps the readers realize that the cost of higher education is increasing at a breakneck speed and something has to be done about it. You need to use statistics to prove your arguments, and when citing statistics, you must obey the same rules of clarity you obey with words. Learn more about these rules in my book From Reads to Leads. The link to my website is in the description to this video. I'll see you next time with a new video. Thank you for watching. Я Катерина. Пока-пока.